what's going on, nerds? Today we are going to be seeing how fast I can make this termite axe timer, and we're going to get started. First thing I need to do is put this paper on here on my monitor. Alright, next I'm going to turn my lights off so that I can actually see what I'm doing here. Isn't this pretty cool? Using my monitor as kind of a stencil getter type of thing. Alright, that part's done, so let's go ahead and remove this piece off. Since the handle's not going to fit on one piece, I'm going to do this portion, and then I will, come back and get this part on the lower half of the paper. Now, I'm probably going to try and make this actually full tang, which if you don't know what full tang means, that means the shaft of the weapon goes all the way up through the blade. So, we're going to see if we can make that work. Should be able to, as long as I remember to not skip that step. But let's go ahead and get down to the table and do this. Alright, next I need to cut out these stencils. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Alright, stencil's done. I think I've decided that, so I definitely want a dowel to be in the middle of this. And I might go with this guy here, if I can make that work. I should be able to. So I'm going to do 3 pieces for the shaft. 1 piece on the bottom, 1 piece on the top, and the piece in the middle I'm just going to have the sides so that we can insert the dowel. And luckily, since the handle's pretty straight, we should be able to maybe cut it around here. And then that'll give us 2 separate pieces for the handle. And then we obviously have to cut the head separately. So I'm going to trace all this out, and then we'll get it cut out. Alright, I've got all the pieces drawn on. You really probably can't see them too well, but they are there. And now I'm going to cut them all out. Alrighty, we got all the pieces cut out. I got 3 for this part here. I've got 3 for this part here, so we'll connect those. We're also going to remove the center out of the center so that we can add our dowel in here, just like that. For the edge, I added these 2 things so that we can put 1 on each side so that we can kind of make that shape there. Offset it just a smidge so that we can essentially take out the center so that we can stick this up through the middle of that spot there. Yeah. So next step is sanding and cutting out the middle of this. So let's get it. Alright, here's the plan I came up with, because every dowel infused weapon I've made up to this point, I have done this the extremely hard way, so I'm trying to come up with a better way to do it. So I'm thinking I took a bunch of pins and I secured this piece, which will be the middle piece in between the 2 handle pieces here where the dowel will go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to essentially trace out where this would go and then just cut out a piece out of the middle. Not all the way. Doesn't have to be all the way. I can leave a couple inches on both sides, but just pretty much just cut a square out of the middle. Alright, so we've got this guy here. We've got this guy. Just to kind of test to see how it's going to work. There we go. Oh yeah. That is 1000% good. Okay, I'm going to mark this rod so I can cut it. And that is a huge W. Huge W. And that's it's already solid. I haven't even done anything yet. Perfect. Cool. Oh yeah, we just passed hour and 5 minutes, by the way. Alright, so I went ahead and cut out the middle. It's going to be kind of hard to hold because I haven't pinned down. But I cut out the middle of this, so we'll be able to slide that up in there. So I think it is time to start doing some gluing. Using our normal same stuff, Weldwood. Pick it up at Walmart for like $4. Don't buy it at Ace Hardware because it's $15. This can right here is $15 at Ace. Get it at Walmart. Alright, let's start gluing. Alright, we're all glued up. We've got the super sturdy. I really like the way we did that there. That's awesome. And then I got the thing here. We're gonna, straighten that out, trim this down, shove it up inside of there once everything's done and painted, it should fit right up in there. Yeah, dude, freaking sweet. This is going great. We're at an hour 40. I'm gonna let this stuff set up. Can I pause this timer? I don't know if I can pause this timer. Oh crap. Okay, well, we were at an hour 40, so whatever that is. I'll restart it when I get back. I'm gonna run to Walmart. I'm gonna get some paint to match this thing. Get out of the house for a second. Let this stuff outgas. Alright, see you guys in a bit. Alright, I gotta sing. Bada boom. Hell yeah. And here's the paints I got. Some grays, some browns, antique parchment for the tip of the blade. Yeah. Greens, very light green, spring green for the handle. Sweet, dude. Alright, where did we leave off at? 140? An hour 40, I think. Alright, we're gonna start it over. It is time to start doing some sanding. So, I'm gonna do a time lapse. So let's do that. Alright, here's a cool thing I just did. So, I cut the square out. We got the square here on this guy. Look at that, dude. This sucker is solid too, man. This sucker is solid. Look at that, dude. Look at that. That's pretty awesome. We're definitely in the right direction, that's for sure. I think it's about time to... I'm going to do one of two things. Number one, I'm going to use my X-Acto knife to cut out the design here, and then I'm going to heat it to, you know, loosen it up. I'm going to do all as much detail work as I possibly can, and then we're going to go under quick seal, primer, paint, seal, done. Alright, let's go. Where are we at right now? We got another hour on the clock, so we're what, 2:40 right now? Something like that? Alright, it has now been heat sealed, which looks really freaking cool. Absolutely. Those are just gashes, essentially, with an X-Acto knife and heat it up, and you get that kind of effect there, which is pretty dope. But I think we're gonna go ahead and get started on filler. There's gonna be a lot of filler on this with all this stuff on the side and everything. Yeah, look at that. It's stuck together fine, but it's just that freaking, jeez. Yeah, lots of filler. Alright, see you guys in a little while. It's gonna take me a minute. We're at an hour 11. Okay. But we've got the pretty much sloppy quick seal mess here. And I got sanding stick, and I'm just gonna spend the next hour doing this. So I'll see you guys when we move on to primer. The Plastidip 2 coats on the handle and on the blade. So I think what I'm going to do is I am going to put a base coat of white on this stuff, so it's just going to be easier to paint because we are painting with lighter colors. So I'm going to do that. Alright, we're going to let that dry and get to painting. Alright, I've got these, and I think we're going to start painting, but we're not going to start until the stream tonight. So if you want to see it finished, then come join me on the Twitch, where we are now doing our crafting streams. Appreciate you guys so much for watching. And my timer hit about 4.5 hours, but we're still waiting for this to dry. More dry on this coat here, yeah. But you guys be good, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.